Hey guys, this is Gary. I'm playing Dwarf Fortress. I'm playing Dwarf Fortress because I haven't played it in a long time, and Billy Hatch is coming to a close, so why not? As you can see, I just kind of embarked. There's still some stuff over here that we might need to pick up, but other than that, it's really kind of I just kind of embarked, and so nothing really set up to do. Um, what the only thing I've been doing right now is I tested out making clay pots and stuff. I made one clay pot and that's it. And I also designated all these stockpiles for you to look at and admire, of course. What are stockpiles made for? Admiration, obviously. So I embarked here. It's got a lot of wood, not a lot stone-wise, because I'm going to be doing something where we're going to make a giant wooden fortress kind of thing, kind of like a wayward point. And I'm doing this for two reasons. One, I find it personally more fun than digging out something underground because I don't know. I think it's just more interesting. And two, there are a ton of elven civilizations around this exact point, and that it's going to be really fun because then we'll have constant people to fight later on. Because as you know, elves, they don't like us when we cut down their trees, and so we're going to try to cut down as many as possible, and then blow them out of the water with our dwarviness. So doesn't that sound fun? I think that sounds like quite a riot of fun, if you ask me right to my face. But if you don't ask me to my face, I'm sorry. No mailing letters to my my PO box or whatever. I am sorry, I'm not going to accept those as political statements. So I can remove this kiln right now because obviously it's not being used, and I apologize for that ramble. I was just kind of waiting for my dwarves to wake up. I have them all set to do carpentry as of now, just for the sake of time. Later on, I'm going to try to specify some jobs and stuff. So what I'm going to do right now is probably just I want to make a little place that kind of like not our barracks, but our mess hall, I guess you could call it. And as you can see, I've already cut down a whole bunch of trees. I just cut down the trees around the area that I wanted to settle, just so it'd be a little bit easier to make the walls later on. So this is going to be our first little building. This is hopefully going to be either the center point of our fortress or one of the main points of our fortress. Now we're going to, I think it's like 11 by 11, so 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. I think it's 11, unless my cursor skipped there, but that looks pretty centered, so I'm going to keep that there. Now because it's a mess hall, we're going to have to make a few doors so that our dwarves don't get clustered together too much. So we're going to make some doors in the north and on the west. I guess we could make them for the other directions too. We don't want to leave them out. That wouldn't be very nice, would it now? So I guess we're going to be on all sides. We're going to be open. All dwarves are set to do carpentry, I think. I don't have any workshops set up. I just made that one kiln to test to see if pottery worked and if I had any clay nearby, and I do, and so that's good. Actually, this whole entire wall is clay loam. No, sandy clay. I'm not sure if sandy clay works, but I know that clay loam works now, because that's what my dwarf gathered the time that it did work, so that's good. Alright. Now, I think I discovered this quite a while ago. It's a lot. This is kind of like a cheaty way to make open rooms. I'm gonna make it like that. You can use paved road, and then it'll only cost usually up to a fourth of what it would usually cost to make that if it was with standard floor. But the thing is, you can't place buildings on top of a road, so you have to put the road down in places where you're not going to have precision work, like where there's not going to be tables or beds or something like that. So this is the mess hall. What I really wanted to do is I wanted to make like a fort with multiple levels. So if you can imagine that, like a giant wooden fort, and then there's like a town and the inside, and there might be like bridges going from building to building, so it'd be a lot easier to get around and stuff. That kind of thing. I think that'd be fun. I know you guys usually play Dwarf Fortress are you really look for dwarvy things, which is mainly live underground in a hole and make your own things and kill elves. Well, what we're doing is we're living above ground, making our own things, and killing elves. And so there's only one difference. You can't really argue against that, especially in a time like this. You've got to make sacrifices for your country. Your country being dwarfdom. I think, what is the name? Cave posts. Well, I guess the name of our fort is mocking me. We're not going to live in a cave, okay? Or maybe it's sarcasm or irony or something like that. Rubber wood bed. That sounds like a bouncy bed. That was bad. Okay. Okay, let's make a roof. It's not going to be a complete roof. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm being silly now. We need some stairs, and we're going to put them in the corners of this place, this magical realm, so that it'll be easier to access, you know. Otherwise, what is you going to do? What are you going to do when you need to get upstairs and there's someone in the way? There is someone in the way. What are you going to do? You can't push them down the stairs because they're above you. So that is not a valid option. Please stop saying silliness. Alright. Now we have to make downstairs so we can go up. That totally makes sense. Don't question my logic, because it takes the fifth whatever it's called, Fifth Amendment. Silly me. What's an amendment? I don't know. Palm. Did that say candlewood? Because I would like some wooden candles, right? And a candle nut. Well, I don't really like waxy nuts. I'm sorry, so I'm not going to probably be eating those. We do have... No, we don't. We don't have enough wood. Alright. Well, that's going to be enough for there, so we're going to start cutting down some more trees, because mass deforestation, what else could be more hilarious in Dwarf Fortress? I am asking you this as a serious question. So, yeah, we might need to sand down some of these edges here, because they're kind of close to the roof of our building. So I might do that right now, because my miners aren't doing anything anyway, so that's fine. Or they're probably hauling logs or something. They don't really need to be doing that, but they insist, so I guess I won't question them too loudly. Yeah, see, we only have one miner, who is also our expedition leader and like broker and stuff, so that's pretty cool, I guess. I should make a cellar. I think I might do that, but I'm going to dig it instead of making it out of wood, for obvious reasons. Otherwise, it would be kind of silly. It would be silly on my part, because cellars, you know, you don't need to have them very fancy. And inside this cellar, I think I'm going to be... well, I should probably dig it out first. Right, yes, it is designated to dig. Okay, and cellars don't need to be fancy, as I was saying. This is probably going to be like maybe a food cellar, common food, like prepared food or something like that. Not raw food, because raw food, not the most delicious thing to eat, I'm going to be honest. So, I think I brought with me like 12 eggs, so I'm going to have to figure out what you have to do with eggs, because I'm not entirely sure. Have all the beds been made? That's good. Yeah, look at all those beds, and they're pretty nice quality too, because I brought my proficient carpenter. Let's see. We need to make doors. We need 12 of them, so more than you can handle. 2 more after that. So then I can start enclosing the area. Oh yeah, I forgot. I made a... Let's remove these zones. This is my clay zone, by the way. I found clay in that zone. I don't even exactly know where it is, really. I just kind of designated the zone, and then they picked up clay from it, so I was kind of happy. There we go. This is going to be our meeting hall. I'm not sure what pen and pasture is, so kind of interested in that, really. That sounds kind of cool. But let's start putting these beds down. I'm not sure if this is going to be a barracks, because I don't know. I'm not sure why why it wouldn't be a barracks, but it just doesn't have the barracks feel to it, I guess. It's kind of it's a central location, I guess. So don't want to be fighting inside the central locations. That wouldn't be very nice, would it? So let's see. Do we have any doors yet? I think we would have We have one. Let us put the first door and almost officially create this thing as a room. Once the second door gets made, then I can add the other two jobs, the other two door jobs. So let's continue putting beds. Because we can put one here, because dwarves, they can step... Oh yeah, must be inside. So I can put another one here, I guess. Yeah, dwarves, they have to be... they can step diagonal, so it's not too hard for them to step around their bunk mates and such. So we're going to leave it as such. Okay, now we can actually start making... one pause. And we can make the other two. And now we should have enough doors once they finish all of the tasks. And this is starting to become a barracks. No, a central location, a thing. A giant dining room is what I'm trying to say here. Because I'm going to have a dining place around all of these. Have like a few... Should build another carpentry workshop just for the kicks, you know, and it'll be faster too. That is also a benefit. So I guess I could start moving the food down here. Even though I probably wouldn't store my food out in the open like this. It's going to have to do for now. I might make separate stuff, and I'm definitely going to mess around with the what is it? The clay making and glazing and stuff. That's going to be fun because we're going to be using wood like crazy, so you might as well use it all on ash too. Use it on ash and coke to make some glazed pottery, so we can throw it at the elves, because pottery grenades, best type of grenades possible. I'm pretty sure of myself right there. We got some caphawk doors. There's a little sapling growing right there, and that's not good because then it's going to break our door. I wonder if that sapling's going to stay. I'm not sure if they still do that. So let's construct 5 tables and 5 chairs. Wow, already at the 12-minute mark. There we go. Yeah, already at the 12-minute mark. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't feel like I've done that much. Maybe my dwarves feel that way, though. I mean, it is late spring. Maybe I should... Well, no. I'm not going to make a depot. They're not going to send anyone. At least I don't think they are. I should make one just in case. Because I don't think they send anyone in the first year, except for the dwarves. The dwarves send one in the first year, but that's it. After that. That's how I remember playing Dwarf Fortress. I don't know if it's different or not. We'll find out, I guess. Another door? Sure. I still can't, oh, I forgot. I gotta continue making this roof. Roofs, they kind of help. Especially against rain. Rain is quite a vicious foe. I would not fight him with open arms. You gotta close your arms. Otherwise, it's just not fair, you know? Can we, oh, nope, guess not. You have to wait for something else to get built. Then we can do that. Another door. Another caphawk door, to be exact. Jeez, why can't you be exact in naming your doors? No, why did it say chop down trees? I want to gather plants. Because I've got 2 people that have herbology on. I'm going to destroy all of these stockpiles so they put all the food indoors. Please and thank you very much. We want all of our food indoors, so nothing gets stolen and nothing rots due to vermin and such. I wonder if pen and pasture would work on cats. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how this game works anymore. It's been too long. Palm door. It's got an image of a hand on it, and that's how it's going to work. Okay, it's not a joke. It's civil rights. No, it's not. Don't you lie to yourself, Gary. All right, I think there we go. Ooh, table. We've got 3 tables. So we can eat. We can eat at a table. But we don't have any chairs yet. That's the bother. We're gonna need 1 more table, 1 more chair. So we have a 6-on-6 ratio. And then someone's gonna have to stand while eating. That's not gonna be very nice. I feel like I am cheating some type of dwarf somewhere. But I don't know him exactly, so I'm just going to ignore that feeling. That's such a bad thing to say. Alright, let's see. We need to make more roof. We've got plenty of economic... Oh, we don't have 14 economic building materials? Are you trying to pull my leg, sir? Because that doesn't work. You don't. That's not how your leg grows. Okay. I know it's hard concept to wrap your head around because it's kind of hard to wrap your head around everything because your head isn't very elastic. So you might want to watch that. I want to watch it with your eyes because any other part of your body watching kind of hurts. I'm sorry to say that. So. Oh my goodness. Oh, people are. Why are you thirsty, sir? I mean, we've got booze and it's all over the place. I was about to start freaking out because they drank all their booze already. I was like, guys, it's not even been a year, and I brought like 11 barrels of booze. So please stop your lollygagging. Wow, he's running pretty fast for being thirsty. And now they are drinking. Drink, drink, you little things. That's just a barrel. That's just a barrel. I guess we're going to need to, well, at least they still have some food. That's good. There's lots of remains around here. Two-legged rhino lizard. Attractive, if anything. That's the one adjective that fits that animal perfectly. Alright, I'd like to make a dining room. There we go. That would be a meeting hall. Thank you very much. Do we have any chairs? Yes, we do. Chair. 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 We have been chaired. They're storing away their foodstuffs, and that's pretty nice. That is very good. How dare they? No, I mean, good job, gentlemen. There's a tree in the middle of my village. That won't do. How dare that tree grow there? All trees must be ripped from the ground and then turned into processed products that will eventually lead to our downfall. Oh, oh. That is quite possibly irony at its best. It is when you cut down a tree and then the tree falls on your face. That's how it works in this world. Okay. We've got plenty of wood now, so we can make some more of the roof, which is good, which is what we want. It is our goal as of now. Wow, 17 minutes of straight recording, and things are happening. It's amazing, isn't it? We still don't have a door? Who is in charge of making the doors and is not doing their job? Or not doing it quick enough? It might be someone taking a drink. In that case, I would have to criminally incarcerate them, and bad things would happen. I'm sorry to say, it's just gotta happen. Why in the world are... Well, I guess at least they're killing stuff. I guess I'll make a refuse thing right here. There. And, oh, but now people are going to be gathering refuse like crazy, and that's always fun. Well, no, they'll only gather refuse if it's inside, so they'll only gather that, I think. Yes, there we go. Oh, summer has arrived on the calendar. Wow, that's a nice achievement, I guess. I might wait for a little while and then stop the recording because after we finish this one building, I guess, this building has to be finished, or at least as close to finished as I'd like to get until I start expanding into something else. Which is to say something else. I'm not sure what I'm going to expand into. Not really. I think I'm going to start by making like a main road down kind of the center. And then making like little shops, or not shops, but like workshops, I guess. Yeah, that works kinda. Along the edge, I'm not sure how wide I'm going to make side roads. I think I'm going to make them only 2 wide. And look at that, we got some whipvine. That man's carrying some whipvine. That's pretty nice. And those people, they're sleeping in the barracks. That's pretty nice. Anything really. This is a dormitory, so you can go ahead and sleep in it if you want. If you have the desire, go ahead and sleep, sleep, sleep. Yep, they are sleeping. Wait, do we still have 1 bed? Yes, we do. I'd like to place it down before the night falls upon the dwarves. What in the world? These elephants? Yes, they are. Hold on. Create squad. Leather armor. Got Nova. There's the person. I gave someone a few skills that aren't nice, I guess. So yeah. Can we wait. Can I have the squad screen? How do I do squad screen? Pause. Forgot how to do this. Squads is S. That used to be. Oh, what? Pause. Stop. Stop. How do I pause? Space is pause. Okay. I want to select and attack. I guess. I don't know. Well, no. Wait. Okay, fine. Go ahead. Go. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. I'm telling you. Telling you, Mr. Elephant. You're gonna die. I remember that elephants got like significantly weaker, and well, not weaker, but more pacifist, I guess. I want to see some bloodshed if there is going to be any. Cancel. But we drove them away, and so I think we're good. Good work, Mr. What is your name? Let's see. What did you have? You didn't even have a weapon. That's not very good. I would have actually appreciated it if you picked up like a battle axe or something. Something. Come on. All right. Well, it's been 21 minutes. Let's see. We have a few more floors to do. Why did I make it 3 wide? Just a bunch of logs. Candle nut. No. Floor. There we go. And then we should be good. I think I'm going to end the video here because, honestly, it's gotten to 22 minutes now, so I think that's pretty good. In future videos, I'll probably be pausing a little bit more, not just letting the recording go, so to speak. So, this is Gary, playing Dwarf Fortress, and I hope you guys enjoy this Let's Play. I'll see you guys next time.